Let's go. I want to meet this baby. Hi guys, it's week 34 of my pregnancy. And again, I know I keep saying this, but time is just flying. I don't even know what happened. So what's crazy? I think one of the coolest things, which is a feat for me, is that I have not had, officially, I can say this, I have not had a Charlie horse in 2 weeks straight. They're just, I'm going to get one tonight, I just know it. Anyways, every time I feel like when I'm not staying hydrated is when it's happening. I will wake up in the middle of the night with god-awful pain. I don't know if you've had a Charlie horse before, but they are awful and they will wake you up in the middle of the night. They're that bad. So that's been pretty great, like a plus as we're going along. Maybe I'm just better at hydrating. The other thing that's been great, or well, not so great, I've been really uncomfortable. The baby has been getting hiccups twice a day. That's not been an issue. They can be annoying if they start happening right before bed, because I'm trying to go to sleep, and they're just a very repetitive kind of pulsation. And it's also been really uncomfortable if I need to go to the bathroom. That's not, there's not too much room. Like, space is at a premium. Like, there's not too much room in there. So the baby does move a lot as usual. I did have a freak out this week where I was getting ready for bed. The baby had hiccups, and then all of a sudden they stopped. And so did movement. Like sometimes the baby will get hiccups, and there'll be kicks that go along with the hiccups. Like, you know, like when you're startled is what I'm picturing is happening with the baby. So I went to bed, hiccups, kick, and then nothing. And I was freaking out. And then in the morning, the baby wasn't really moving around that much. And I'm used to my baby, I've noticed, and they do say this, your baby will get on a schedule. And my baby tends to be at 7 p.m. at night, very active, and at 7 a.m. at night. Like clockwork. Like this is even true when we were in Ireland. So based on Central Time, they would, the baby would be up and active around 7 p.m. If we checked the time, we could tell it was 7 p.m. back home, even though we were in Ireland. And same is true with 7 a.m. That was the same thing that was happening. So I don't know if the baby was just having an off day. I'm not sure. So we'll see how things go with the time change too this weekend. I almost forgot that was happening, but my grandmother just reminded me that time change is happening this weekend. Food, I'm still really not into yogurt, and I really don't like the smell of it. A couple of things, like we have OJ in the fridge. That the OJ tastes, it's good OJ, orange juice, and I bought it not too long ago, and this round I've tried it and I think it tastes like it's gone bad. Ben tried it and he said it's not bad at all, so it tastes totally fine. I don't know if that's just a weird pregnancy thing, but he's going to be drinking the rest of it. And I feel really bad for buying the whole thing. I was trying to like up our vitamin C after travel to make sure that we're not getting sick. Oh well. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if I try other OJ if I'm going to have the same feeling or how that's going to be. Some of my shoes are a little more difficult to get on my feet. It's hard to bend in the right way to get them on like I'm used to. So I may just avoid those shoes, but they're really cute. They're my little short booties that are made just for fall, and they're like a nice tan color. So yeah, that's a no-go. So I'm a little bit limited in what shoes I can wear. Not that they don't fit, because I know some people say their feet expand, and mine have not, that I've noted. It's more so that they're just hard for me to get on. Like, it's really hard to bend over sometimes. It is kind of uncomfortable where the baby is like kicking up into, or just like really high on my abdomen, and that can just be really uncomfortable sometimes sitting, and especially when I want like a break. I've been trying to bend over more, so whenever I feel like I'm slouching, I try to bend over more. I was doing some research, and it says that will help the baby kind of go forward and be in the correct position, lining up for birth, because if you're leaning back all the time, that encourages the baby to go the other way, and it could be like baby is a bit like spine to spine, if that makes sense. So their back is against your back, and that can make longer labor and more painful labor, is what I've researched. So I'm trying to do this more often, like bending forward and encouraging baby to stay that way. The hiccups that I'm feeling are always towards the right side of the pelvis. So I don't know if the baby's head is just sitting more towards the right. I'm not sure exactly. We had a doctor's appointment last week, and that was, I think I was measuring 32 centimeters. I'm usually 1 centimeter short of whatever week it is. And so they've said that I've always been about a centimeter small, but that stayed consistent. My weight was up just a little bit. Like they use, I don't know if you remember as a kid, they have that progression chart of showing how you should be growing based on your height and everything. They do that for pregnancy too, based on your BMI and how you should be progressing for weight over time during your pregnancy. So I've been staying pretty average in the middle, sometimes low. Suddenly I've got creeped a little bit towards the top. My doctor was not concerned, but she did say try not to overindulge, only because you could have a large baby as a result. She wasn't concerned because I wasn't like crazy off the charts. It was just creeping up. So I do need to be careful about what I eat, which I have been. I think it was just the fact that we just came back from vacation and eating strange foods, being on a strange schedule. So I don't see that as being an issue. Like this week, my weight actually went down or stayed consistently. It didn't really go up at all, if anything. So I'm not too worried about the weight thing, but she did note that. But yeah, everything looks good. We just have to get my hospital bag ready. Now that I've unpacked my luggage, I can use that bag for the hospital bag. And we're also making sure we have the car seat ready, so at least we have that. Because I feel like with everything, there's so many baby products. If we at least have those couple things, we can get by and we can adjust. We live in a place where we can easily get to a store if we need something. But those are like the important essentials if something was to happen early. So we do have that. We had a Halloween party this past weekend. This is kind of our annual shindig. And it went really good. We had actually a lot of our friends came over that had kiddos, so they had a good time. We had the party a little bit early so that they would be able to come. And Ben and I, this was Ben's costume idea this year because I always come up with them. I should insert some pictures of some of our costumes. We've been in The Incredibles, Captain Smith and Pocahontas. We've done the Beekeeper and the Bumblebee. And last year we did Brawny Man and I was Charmin Ultra Bear. And this year Ben's costume idea, because I usually come up with them, was Linus and the Great Pumpkin. Ben actually wanted to paint my stomach as a pumpkin for the party, and I said, no, I'm not walking around with my belly out painted. So we did a separate activity for this Halloween week, and you can find the link below. It was a previous video that we did just for Halloween, so you can go ahead and check that out. For the actual party, I made a shirt that was adorned with a pumpkin. That's really cute. So I will also post our costumes, which are pretty cute, and I will insert them here. And we had just delicious food, just like apples and brie and cookies and brownies and chips and salsa, all those kinds of things. Totally did a great Costco run beforehand, and that's about it. I can't think of anything new other than my giant zit that I had that I mentioned last week. It is still healing because it was one of those really nasty cystic ones. Disgusting. But I should feel really blessed and thankful because I haven't had issues with acne this entire pregnancy, really. Maybe in the beginning when my hormones were starting to kind of get a balance. But I think because of the travel and stress, my face exploded. I was out of routine. I'm not really sure, or maybe as pregnancy is progressing, this is something new. I hope that's not the case because it's just frustrating and not great for self-esteem. So hopefully that's not an issue as we go on. Other than that, I think I'm wearing mostly maternity clothes now. I can't really get away with everything that I have that's not. Doing a lot of lotions on my belly. Ben's aunt sent some really good stuff, the Burt's Bees belly butter. So that's been really good. She also sent, there's a foot rub cream that has like a little bit of mint or eucalyptus or something like that. And Ben was wonderful and did my feet and legs the other day, and it was such a treat. But yeah, other than that, things are going good. I'm feeling great. I'm not ready, but I'm uncomfortable. So I feel like time is flying, but I want it to fly. I think things should roll. Like let's go. I want to meet this baby. I am really excited to meet this baby just because I don't know, you just feel the baby inside of you, and I'm always curious about what the baby's doing when there's movement going on, and I'm just so excited. And Ben's super adorable about it, and just like, he'll say sometimes things like to the baby, and he's always saying things like, I just can't wait to meet you and snuggle you and just give you all kinds of lovin's, and I can't agree more. So I'm super excited, and so is our family and friends. I feel like it's just a matter of time, and then we're gonna wonder, where did time go? So we'll do belly measurements and show the belly bump. So there's with my shirt on, and then with my shirt up. So I'm feeling a little bigger this time around. I think things have really gone really quickly and just a lot of growth going on. Like I said, my weight's about the same actually from the week before. I feel like I'm also crooked, like a butt might be up here. Generally it's over here, I think. I feel a lot of head down here, and I think I only claim that because of where the hiccups, where I'm feeling hiccups. So let's do measurement. So I did that about here to my belly button. What? I think about this or something. So it is. So it's like about 36 and a half. So thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can check out also the last update is down below. I will save a link there. There should be some other videos coming soon that are separate from my pregnancy updates. So hopefully you enjoy these. Let me know if you have any suggestions or things that you want to hear or know, and I will do my best to fulfill those. So